Hey, what's going on guys? Today we are going to be going through the top 5 Q abilities in League of Legends. So if you want to find out which are the top 5 Q abilities in the game, you need to watch this video all the way through to the end. With that said, enjoy the video guys. Number 5 is a shared spot dedicated to the Qs of Nasus and Veigar, Siphoning Strike and Baleful Strike. In terms of raw power, these abilities are the strongest in the game, because of their ability to stack infinitely. Every champion in the game reaches a cap in power eventually, with the exception of Nasus and Veigar, who can keep stacking and becoming more powerful. For this reason, we wanted to group them together. However, there are some differences between the two of them. For starters, Nasus' Siphoning Strike is an auto-attack enhancement, meaning it can only be used in melee range, and the stacks gained from killing units will only affect the damage of Siphoning Strike itself. Whereas Veigar's Baleful Strike is a ranged nuke, and rather than stacking its own damage, it stacks Veigar's ability power through his passive, Phenomenal Evil. Because it increases Veigar's ability power and therefore his other abilities, he is still quite dependent on other abilities to deal damage, whereas Nasus can happily one-shot with Siphoning Strike alone. And for that reason, Nasus' Siphoning Strike rates a little bit higher than Veigar's Baleful Strike. It's just that the two abilities do pretty much the exact same thing, and for that they share our number 5 spot. On number 4 we have the Blade Dancer Irelia. Ah yes, on our 4th spot we have Irelia's bread and butter ability, Blade Surge. When using this ability, Irelia dashes forward to strike her target, healing herself, and if the target is marked or dies to Blade Surge, its cooldown refreshes. This is the reason for Irelia's crazy move speed and a large part of her outplay potential. Due to this ability, Irelia has arguably the best mobility in the game, as long as she has enough minions to dash through. Also, the speed of the dash scales with attack speed, so Irelia can pretty much turn into Sonic as long as her attack speed is high enough. On number 3 we have the Wushu Swordsman, Master Yi. The reason Master Yi makes the 3rd spot is because of Alpha Strike, his Q. Master Yi teleports across the battlefield with blinding speed, dealing physical damage to multiple units in his path, while simultaneously becoming untargetable. Alpha Strike can critically strike and deal bonus physical damage to monsters. Basic attacks reduce Alpha Strike's cooldown. The reason we rank this ability so high is because of the insane outplay capability this ability has, due to the untargetability it grants, which means you are able to do damage without them being able to fight back. Thanks to this ability, nothing is more scary than the fat Master Yi. On our 2nd spot we have Morgana the Fallen, with arguably the most annoying and hated ability in the entire game, Dark Binding, in which Morgana binds an enemy in place with dark magic, forcing them to feel the pain they've caused and dealing magic damage. The reason this is such a good ability is because of its range and the duration of the bind, which is a whopping 3 fucking seconds. Yo, that's a coffee break if you ask me. If you hit a Morgana Q, you basically have a kill if you have a competent team. And on number 1, we have everyone's favorite robot, Blitzcrank. Yeah, you guessed it. The best Q ability in the game is Rocket Grab, in which Blitz fires his right hand to grab an opponent on its path, dealing damage and dragging it back to him. With this ability, you can single out a target on the enemy team, grab him, and drag him into the middle of your team. Have I mentioned this ability works over wall as well? Kinda busted if you ask me. This ability is perfect to engage in teamfights and getting picks. No other ability is as good as this one in terms of picks. And that's it for our top 5 Q abilities in the game guys. If you enjoyed the list, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. See you next time. Jesus.